Modi mania hit Britain's National Stadium today. Almost half of British Indians come from the same state as Modi, Gujarat, so perhaps the rapturous reception is no surprise.
Modi! Woohoo! We love you, mate! Modi! 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 £10.
But it's still the kind of fervour few politicians could inspire. Back at Wembley as the crowd of some 60,000 began to amass. A small group of protesters, a reminder of the controversy surrounding Modi.
So them same Sikhs who died cannot be classed as the religion in India. How would you feel?
But they were quickly shouted down by supporters.
Modi! 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 What is your objection to Modi being here, being welcomed by the British Indian community?
Basically, he's got blood on his hands, and for the Muslims and Christians and even the people who are dying,
But few here were interested in allegations of Mr. Modi's complicity in religious persecution. The Modi loyalists see welcoming the Indian PM as a patriotic act.
Modi! Modi! Modi!
Just to bring both countries' relation together much better, and obviously more students get visas over here.
He's doing a great job for our country, and sitting here so many miles away, we still feel proud.
I'm going to sit on the fence and say I'm going to come and see him.
I mean, what's absolutely infuriating and absurd about these dumbass Indians is watching an entire stadium of these jackasses erupt in praise for a political leader whose administration has failed. It's failed to offer them opportunity to actually remain in the country for which they're cheering for. These are people who left India because the economic landscape was bleak. The professional ecosystem was stagnant. The social environment, was so awful that migration became the only rational path. And yet, the moment this moron Modi steps on a foreign stage, they transform into these puppets, these patriotic, these fake patriots, as if his governance has helped them into prosperity. It hasn't. It pushed them out of the country. Like, are they so fucking disconnected from reality? Like, you literally left your fucking country because it's a goddamn shithole. This is not being patriotic. It's identity cosplay. It's nationalism done from a safe distance, where cheering like a goddamn moron costs you nothing. And the reality of living in poverty can just be ignored. The reality of living in a shithole can just be ignored. You people left. You left India because your life was limited and unstable. You built your futures in societies where the system actually works, where the institutions function, where your rights are protected, where corruption has limits, where opportunity doesn't require luck or connection or blind faith in state propaganda. And yet, you fucking morons, from the comfort of these foreign systems, you loudly cheer and glorify the very political leadership that failed you, that failed to provide you with the same conditions that you now find yourself in. This is the behavior of comfort zone nationalists. It's you people who want the emotional high of national pride without the personal cost of living under the government you celebrate. Your loyalty is theatrical, your pride is outsourced. You fucks cheer from abroad precisely because you don't have to live with the consequences of what you applaud for.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.
This is the contradiction is not subtle. You don't get to leave a country for a better life and then claim that the leadership you ran from is some kind of triumph, some sort of political triumph. You don't get to chant slogans about a rising India while choosing to raise your family in some other country where it's much safer, cleaner, more equitable, more prosperous. And you definitely don't get to lecture the world about how great India is when you've chosen not to live under the policies you glorify, you fucking idiots. at some point this stops being like this soft hypocrisy, and it's much more. It's this willingness to indulge in symbolic nationalism, while others, particularly the poor, the marginalized, the religious minorities, have to absorb the real cost. For the folks who live there, they don't have any of this. They have to live with the consequences of these political administrations who do nothing for them. So that is why when you dumbasses fill stadiums, and you do so because of your pride of belonging to a powerful India without any of the obligations of living there, what are you cheering for? It's convenient nationalism. It's loud, it's safe, it's consequence free. It's a nationalism that demands nothing from you and costs you nothing to display. It's a nationalism that only exists because you left, you fucking idiots. I mean, if Modi were such a great leader, why didn't you people who are functioning on airplane mode stay in your country? Why didn't you stay there and continue to have this national pride there? Because you foolish lot, you fucking painfully hypocritical pieces of shit, have just nuclear levels of dissonance. I would really like for one of you politically performative fucks, you clinically clueless patriots, to explain to me how and why you're able to engage in such behavior. There's a strong contradiction between leaving a country for economic reasons and then praising its political leadership uncritically. Where is the criticisms of Modi, you fucking morons? Like, these rallies that you guys attend are completely disconnected from reality. They reflect a simplified, romanticized version of India and ignore the realities. I mean, look at your fucking country. Look at this video. It's a garbage dump. There's garbage everywhere, fecal matter everywhere, just urine on the streets, rats, rivers of just pollution, rivers of just toilet water. And so it should be confusing to see how millions of you can loudly support the very political leadership under whom negative economic conditions persisted and worsened in many categories. It's obvious that India's wealth inequality has grown under Modi and has not produced balanced or broad-based economic prosperity. It's hypocritical to praise a system and a leader while simultaneously migrating to another place because of your discontent. You wouldn't need to migrate if things were so good and Modi did such a good job. We don't. I mean, look at the fucking garbage in your country. Just look. It's a garbage dump. We don't see. At least I haven't seen migrants from other communities, Chinese, Latin Americans, or Africans, who fill up stadiums and cheer loudly for their political leaders who are pieces of shit. I mean, the Chinese may do it in secrecy in WeChat groups, but it's also hypocrisy. It's just fucking stupid. This is not just contradiction. It's a contradiction in morality. The fact that you folks are perfectly content holding these contradictions, and as long as it benefits you in some way, it helps you feel this temporary pride in your identity, which is confusing. What's there to be proud of? That your political leader from your native country is being hosted and treated well by the nation you moved to? It's completely irrational behavior, and you're escaping the moral consequences that you left behind. I mean, just look at these people. Look at them. The frenzy, their enthusiasm, even at Madison Square Garden in New York City. They filled up stadiums to cheer this man on.
For a long time, there is such hope and such faith in the leadership of India, and the hope that things will get better.
We respect him, we have great regard for him, and he is a dynamic person. He is a actually visionary leader. He is the most popular man. He has got the mandate of the majority, and he has got charisma. He is embodiment of courage. So we love him. We were waiting for him to come. Now there is so much frenzy all over. I really it is very difficult to meet thousands of people, and they have come to greet him because we like him and we believe that he is the only person who will take India to the pinnacles of glory.
This plaza opposite the United Nations World Building is reserved for demonstrators and protesters. It's very rare to see a rally that's actually in support of a world leader. But this is what we have today at a pro-Modi rally where about 300 to 400 Indian Americans have joined to come out in support of Modi and to express their enthusiasm for the new leader of India. They've talked to Times Now about how they have very high expectations from Modi's speech at Madison Square Garden on Sunday. They're expecting it to be a historic speech. Now we are joined by an Indian American who has lived in this country for about 12 years. She calls herself one of Narendra Modi's biggest fans. Talk to us about why it was important for you to come out here in support of Modi. Often in this location we see demonstrations against world leaders, not in support of them.
Yes, I think it was important for me to come just to show my solidarity and be with the Indian community as their representative, as one of them at this historic moment, you know, that a man who was denied the visa for the longest time is now addressing the United Nations General Assembly as a head of state, and the country is arranging for his security. The president is going to talk to him, and I admire him immensely because he's a very grounded person. He's a man of principles, he's committed, and he really wants to do good. He has no ulterior motives, and he has moral inner courage, and that is what I admire about him.
It's incredibly painful to watch some of these people being interviewed. I literally just want to reach to the screen and slap the shit out of some of them. If you love your country and you show up once you've left at some stadium, that's not pride. That's nostalgia mixed with hypocrisy. And until you morons stop cheering from safety and start demanding real change for your country, India will keep exporting people and importing excuses. Because that's what you people do. You just make excuses for bad behavior, you make excuses for bad government, and just a lack of things that are done to improve the lives of people who live there. If things were great, once again, you wouldn't have left. But you can't face that truth. Many of you are not willing to face that truth. And so many of you attending these celebrations at these stadiums is just like a coping mechanism for your identity and national pride from another country. If you don't see the hypocrisy in that, then you're completely fucking idiotic.